Good morning, class 11. Today we will continue the same chapter, aim of education. As we know, we have three different aim of education: individual aim, social aim and national aim. We have already finished individual aim and today we will start with social aim of education. Now we know society and social life, social norms and regulations, what we have to follow. So the viewers and the supporters of the socialist aim of education, they are of the opinion that individual cannot deny the society. That is true, and for the welfare of the society, individual existence is there. So let's see what is the definition of the social aim of education and why do educationists or the socialist educationists or educators are in support of their own thought. So Sir Percy Nunn has defined this. Sir Percy Nunn, N-U-N-N, Sir Percy Nunn has defined that nourishment of the society will in turn provide nourishment of the individuals in the society. So, what is the definition? Sir Percy Nunn is a great socialist, as we know, and he has told that nourishment of the society will in turn provide nourishment of the individuals in the society. So, if we nourish the society, society will protect the individual and society will nourish the individual. So according to this, after reading this, after going through the definition, we can understand that Percy Nunn and others are the great supporter of the society. They believe that society will take care of the individual, and uh, after the nourishment of the society, then only society will take care of an individual. So nourishment to the individual in the society. So as we know that individual is a member, each individual are the member of the society, and being a social part, we cannot deny the social development. See, in a very contemporary situation, we are having COVID-19. That is also a society what we are facing. So if we avoid it, we will means the harm will affect to us, isn't it? So it's physical, it's practical part, all the part of the society we cannot deny. In the very situation, the very present situation what we are facing now is a pandemic situation, we all know, and we have to confine ourselves in our house, and if we disobey the rule, the effect is violent, isn't it? That is a very bad. So we, even in being a part of the society, it is the present situation, so we cannot. So we are, some of the thinkers are telling, some of the great educators at the present age, they are telling that we have never taken care of the society. We are burning, we are destroying the forests, we are burning them with fire, and we are destroying the life of the animals, we are becoming restless, and the effect of that has fallen upon the society, and that is why, due to the effect of the society, we are facing the problem. It is a part of the thinking that the present situation is why it is like that. So it is not at all related with your now start the chapter what we are going. Just for an example, we are telling means that we cannot avoid the society. So if we take care the society, take nourishment, do proper nourishment to the society, then society will give it back to us. That is the definition defined by Sir Percy Nunn. Now the next part is, why do educationists support the socialistic view of education? Now one by one, all the points you will get it in the book. Now one by one we will discuss the points. Discipline society. Number one, discipline society. What is that? See, we need at the beginning of the society, there was no such society at all. We all know, isn't it? The human beings were vagabond. They used to shift from one place to the other for their basic living, that is food and shelter, isn't it, and safety. So when the people realize that this society is very important and it is a place where some disciplines have to be maintained, the society was formed. When people were uneducated, when the people were leading a forest life, jungle life, they have no special trainer, they have no special teaching method, and they have no concept of how to live a better life. They used to take out fruits from the trees, and they used to wear clothes of leaves. So there was no such life and there was no such community. But when they feel that yes, they are insecure, and then they realize that they have to live in a group, they form the society. So it is done by the individual, it is correct, but the situation was failed by the society, just for the society. What was the story behind it? Sometimes it's a natural some rain, or when they used to stay in forest, there used to be fire in the forest, and they used to think that it is the anger of the god, and they used to pray fire, they used to pray rain. We all know, if we have read previous histories. So when they started thinking of them, they the angry of the god, the anger of the god, they started praying them in a group, and they thought of protecting themselves as a group form, and they started forming a society. And another example can be given. When they used to live in the forest life, the human being has to pray the animals, and they have to eat the food, and they have to meet their hunger. Now when they saw that when they are going alone, they are in a crisis, but if they approach the forest in a group form, they saw that the process is more easier, because if one person is in a danger, other group of people can help him. So group and necessity of group was felt by the people, and thus the society was made. But still the society is giving some feedback to the people that yes, you need to live together, and then only the society is protecting the individual. So discipline society is a very important one. If there is no society, the chaos in life of individual will occur, and it will diminish all the good things in the society, the rules and norms and regulations. Next, second point is gregariousness. Gregariousness means when people start feeling of becoming a group, so together they are forming a group. So as I have told you that when people felt of forming group, they started living together, and thus society formed. So when they saw that yes, we need companion, we need helper, we need other people to survive for a better life, they start with a social life. So it is being felt by the individual that society without a group, without a society, it is very difficult to live. Third point, education is for the welfare of the state. As we know, as we have learned in the constitution, that education, whatever we are learning, it is the welfare for the society. So we cannot deny the fact. Next, individual is bound to pay the social norms. It is also true. In a society, you can being a part of the society, you cannot deny the norms. You cannot do some illegal activities which is out of rule, isn't it? Because we are a part of society. So how is it possible to avoid the importance of the society, isn't it? Being a part of it, we are existing in the society. We are following each and every rule of the society. Where to go, how to go, what to do, what not to do, what we should obey, what we should not obey. all the rules and regulations are abide by the society, and we are really abided by the society with all what a single step we have to, if we have to put forward, we have to think of the society. So it is ultimately the norms what we are following in our day-to-day life. And finally, contribution towards the society. Contributors, those who have contributed, those who are great educators, as I have explained in the individual development, it is also true that they are also contributing to the society. We cannot deny the contribution of great educators of our country like Mahatma Gandhi, Vidyasagar, Vivekananda, Rabindranath Tagore, those who have contributed a lot to the society. So without the existence of the society, we cannot think of. So the great educators, those who have become educated for their own benefit, they are providing service to the environment. So finally we can say that social aim or socialistic aim of education is another viewpoint which we cannot deny. So two parts we have read, individual and social aim, and thus we can say that both are having some points to see. In the next class we will see the demerits of social education or socialistic things, thought of education, and finally we will go to the nationalist aim of education. Thank you.